A word for our listeners. Achtung Cthulhu is set in the 1930s and 40s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It is not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, a Nerds Domain gaming podcast. Join us each week as our investigators uncover the corruption of the mythos in World War II. Starring George Chimples, Phil Durham, Rob Walker, Jestin Kimmet, Shirley Niedzwiecki, and Scott Troiano, with Matt Quiett running the table as the keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed Nazi cultists await you just beyond this music.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Nerds Domain podcast. Wrong podcast. The Nerds Domain presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. I'm Matt, and I'm going to unmute Shirley. Say hi, Shirley.
Jesse's not here.
Okay, so we're moving on to Rob.
I'm having a good time.
No, he's not.
Phil.
Ken Sebin.
Phil. Hello.
Phil.
Kat.
Hi.
And George.
She's so sheepish.
Hey, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Matt Quiett as the keeper.
Okay, so we're going to get right back into the game, and we're not going to dawdle around any at all that I have to edit out later.
Right.
And we're not
The
totally
thing is,
not on our
you
phones.
should not be editing this stuff out anyway, because we're not saying the F word.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Matt,
okay.
we're not
It's
saying
the
still
F word.
trash garbage.
So,
It's not.
I believe that
Audio garbage.
I believe that
.com.
poor Will.
Yes.
Kat, you were my favorite.
George is very influenced.
Yeah! This is great. I should play more
all
often.
of the new folks get to be Matt's favorite for
You've got to blow that up.
like
You can't take power like that
For-
from me without blowing it
a
up.
few hours.
So,
and then no one is his favorite because he hates us all.
no, I still have a favorite.
Oh,
Shirley.
yeah, surely.
No,
She gives it up.
No, because Shirley doesn't stay on mic.
I don't give it up, though.
Shirley.
That's the
What,
thing.
would you guys? Okay, we're gonna focus.
Oh, boy.
So, Phil.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Oh wait, I'm
That's
sorry.
what he says,
Like-
too.
So,
when-
Rob, would you?
You know, like...
Rob is dying.
Rob is dying.
Rob's at 0. He's not conscious. Well,
I'm losing
not-
my willy.
No, Rob is fine.
All right, guys, we're
William
gonna
is-
focus really hard now,
Is
and
it
we're
0?
gonna stop. Rob, you're doing perfect. I appreciate you. You are
No one
now
has-
my favorite.
no
and
one
that
has
tells you
ever
how
said
bad
that
the night's
before.
going.
I never thought I'd hit this place. I think it might last 5 minutes unless I die, and then it might last all night.
So, William, you took 12 hit points of damage. Prior to that, how many other wounds had you taken?
5.
And
6,
had you? How
5.
many of those had come from different sources?
Lots.
Okay, so
Most of my damage came from a different source. I was taking one-offs here and there.
At this point, we have a guy running. Everybody else is dead, and William is unconscious on the ground. What is everyone doing?
Are we going in order?
You guys can just talk. Let me know.
I'm shooting the guy running.
Okay.
Do I know that I've stabilized
Yes.
William?
It's clear that he's not going to die, but he has some other wounds that you could attend to.
No. I am going
Deja
after
vu.
the running man.
Okay.
Is this, in fact, Arnold Schwarzenegger that we're attacking?
No, it is not.
Where's the big plate guy?
He's dead.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay, so
About to get
let's recap. Who do we
Hands
have
and
left?
feet chopped off.
Just running man.
All of this party is here except for, poor William, who's about to die.
Well, he's laying on the ground.
You have all of your other 3 soldiers with you still,
Right.
and then there's one German that is running.
Okay.
Okay.
And then at the end of last game, I believe myself and who else has medical or first aid?
I think
The
you,
lieutenant.
you and Brian were trying
I'm not
to
really
say-
trained in it,
Yeah,
but I was
we
doing
were-
it just because
I-
Over Rob trying to
I was the medic.
we lost our medic.
seriously.
We're going
William.
to lose our medic.
So, myself and Blake were over
Right.
William trying to revive him.
Right, and now I'm asking you what you're doing.
Well, we're going to try to keep him stabilized.
Except Brian is going to do something else. That's why I'm asking what you're going to do.
Now that I know that
I
he's
will stay
stable.
with William and try to keep him stabilized.
And Lieutenant, what are you doing?
Going after the running guy.
Cool. All right, so you're chasing him down. The other two are shooting. Is that what I was understanding?
No, I'm chasing.
You're chasing. So the two of you are chasing. You're shooting.
How
Carlos.
Yeah.
How
Can I
far away
chase and
is
shoot?
Running Man?
Because I'm awesome.
You can,
You're
but you'll
not
take a
as awesome
giant
as I am.
negative.
I'm a
And you will-
lieutenant.
You probably are.
You can, but you'll take a giant negative on shooting and running.
Can I run, then stop, then shoot, then run, then stop, then shoot?
You'll still
then run?
take. You'll still take a negative, or
On
you'll do it.
Is
alternating
this like
rounds.
double
alternating
shooting?
rounds. Yeah, you'll do it on alternating rounds if you do that. Not a
Okay,
huge
then I'm
deal.
just going to stop and shoot.
Okay.
Wait, no. How far away is he?
By now, probably 25 yards.
Okay, so that's as I'm in range, so I'm going to run after him.
Okay. Evelyn, can I get you to roll first aid?
Oh, hey, 19.
You got a 19. Okay, so roll a d6 or a d3. Roll a d3.
Wow. 3.
So, Rob, if you took one at a time, you can heal one because you were taking them one at a time. But that's one less wound you've got. Yay.
Say thank you.
So
Are you on-
when I
are
healed
you
him, I healed on
unconscious
that 12.
You healed on the 12, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just went up from 0, so I don't have them at 1. Oh, I'm at 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the three of you that are chasing, Phil and Brian and Baron. Could I get you to roll?
Baron's
I'm shooting now.
Oh,
Because I
only
didn't
one
want
of
to
us is
hit it.
running.
Brian, can I get you to roll Dex times 4?
Okay. Sure, I rolled it.
Okay. Did you make it?
No, I did
Okay. Not a problem. As you're running after him, you're having trouble negotiating uneven ground. You're not catching up to him. You're kind of slowly losing him. Not a problem though. Can I get firing from the two people? Both of you are going to be at a negative 20 because he is dodging from tree to tree.
Okay, but I'm doing a burst, so.
Well, you can have it if you're full.
Well, I'm saying the burst would take it up. I'm actually going to be at +5, so I'm doing 5 rounds. Which is a miss.
Okay. Make
Got him
you're-
with my
you're
rifle.
marking your
I'm marking it.
number.
Oh.
Got him with your rifle? Mm-hmm. Okay. I dodge. So you guys will get it. If you have a second shot, which you won't, Carlos, you also don't have a second shot. Okay, so we're going to go to the next round. In a second, Shirley, you can also roll again on your first aid. So actually, go ahead and do that.
I feel a little ill.
What'd you get?
39.
39. Okay, so that's not enough.
9.
Did you mark the box, though, when you got that 19? Carlos, Brian, could you roll Dex times 4 again?
Do I get to mark the box for my 38 over 36 that brought William
No.
from the brink?
No.
From the brink back?
No.
I fall down. I rolled a 99.
Ooh, okay.
fall
Roll
down and go
roll
boom.
luck. Because I know you're really
I
good at
don't
luck.
need
Super lucky.
Yeah, I got an 82 over 45.
Where's your god now?
Roll a d6.
This is not good. 3.
So you take 3 damage as you catch a pothole or
Arrow to the knee.
no arrows to the knee. A root sticking out of the ground you didn't quite see. You kind of trip and face first into the tree itself.
You know what I heard about the, and this is just I read that I didn't actually look up and verify or anything, that the arrow to the knee is actually some sort of, I want to say Northern European, I don't remember which area thing, that like slang for marriage or something because it like hobbled you or something.
I mean, we
Like
talk
ball
about the
and
old ball and
chain?
chain. I could kind of see that. Yeah, because we're all a bunch of criminals over here in America, but in Europe they're like archers. Sorry, yeah.
Right.
That show is not
Australia
as
is what you're
entertaining.
thinking of.
Our criminals. We have a whole state, Georgia, that was founded on criminals, right?
Georgia was founded on peaches.
Millions
Beautiful
of peaches.
peaches. Peaches for free.
You don't have to pay for
I
them.
could eat a peach for hours.
Thank you. That's the best peach quote. That is the best peach quote.
Moving on.
Thank you to you, Shirley.
And you said it wrong, by the way. I could eat a peach for hours.
I could eat a peach for hours.
Wow. Already better acted at this table than it was in that movie.
You can shut the hell up.
Carlos, Baron, could you guys fire again? Are you bursting again?
Yep. Is it still negative 20?
Yep.
Jeez. Miss.
Barely missed.
Okay. So this round he's going to be... I'm sorry, I'm doing math in my head, and that's the worst place to do it.
For you, yeah.
43. We're going to call it 43 yards away. Check your yardage on those guns. I just want to make sure that we're still within yards.
Yeah, I have to reload
I'm still-
anyways.
You're like
Okay.
110, so I know you're fine.
I'm 90.
You're going to have to reload, Carlos. Is that what you
Yep.
said? Okay. Brian, go ahead and roll Dex times 4 again.
How far away am I now?
You're going to have to really hoof it to catch up.
Well, if I want to be within range of shooting him with my pistol.
With your pistol, you're not. You would really have to roll well.
I did make it within, what'd you say, 4 of my decks?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then the other 2, could you shoot?
Reloading.
Oh, that's right. You're reloading.
And since there are bullets flying at him,
Critical
like,
hit.
I'm not going like right at him. I'm kind of like
Obviously, yeah. I assumed you weren't going to like run through the field of fire. Go ahead and deal your damage.
4.
Okay. Is that your rifle? That should be 2d6.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry, I thought I said fix it, but I may not have.
2d6
No.
plus 4.
2d6 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11.
Okay, he
I
takes
do math out loud.
He takes a shot in the leg. He keeps going, seemingly on adrenaline only, but he is slowing. Shirley could, or I'm sorry, Miss October. You want to roll first aid again? Maybe William will eventually wake up. You do have the other 3 soldiers kind of guarding you guys.
29.
29. Hey, look at that. Roll another d3.
At what health level does he wake up?
Cracker Jacks 1.
At 3. And you're at what, 2 now?
Yep.
He's almost
Yarp.
there. Okay.
I'm like,
Next round, the man is going to be out of sight, not range, but sight. There's too much between you and him to fire again this round. Or Brian, that's a little different for you. You can see him. What's your max range?
Oh, with my pistol, 15.
You can fire at him, but you'd be at half. Do you want to fire or you want to keep running?
Run.
Okay, and the other 2, you want to start running after him?
Run, Forrest, run. Wait.
Oh,
He's not then.
I'm going to stay here.
Okay. Baron, can I get you to roll Dex times 4?
What are our flesh shields doing?
They're guarding.
Then I'll go. I'll run as well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
Also
Dex
run
4.
Dex times 4.
I'm running slowly.
Pass.
Did you make it?
No.
Okay.
That's why slowly.
And Brian, did you make it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you asked me.
Wait.
Sorry.
I might have. Hold on.
What's your Dex?
13.
So 52.
Oh, yeah. I made it.
Yay.
Backwards.
I did not make it.
Okay. You're getting close to the road, Brian. Do you want to stop and back off? Because he's probably, if he's not out on the road, he will be in the next round or so.
How far am I from the road?
Let's call it 30 yards. And I'm rounding there. It's a very vague number. But 30 yards or so. You're well, like, covered between here and there. You can't be seen from the road, but you know kind of where you're at.
Do I hear any activity from the road?
Well, give me a listen, because you are running heavily through the forest.
Pass.
Okay. You do hear like the light. You can hear like the movement of tracks, like that whistling and as they move, that squeaking that they do. You can hear some tracks. Now you don't know your roll military something. I don't have a sheet. Roll
Military doctrine.
If you have military doctrine, that'd be fine. But otherwise, just roll knowledge. Roll knowledge. Hey, that's what knowledge is supposed to fall under. Is just knowledge, right?
Yeah. Pass.
It sounds like a half track to you.
And I'm carrying the weapons I have.
Yeah. You and a couple of grenades. But a couple of grenades versus a half track, you're still looking at the men in the half track, even if you like blow the track off. A couple of grenades isn't going to just demolish the half track and everyone inside of it.
You haven't met Brian Blake. I'm going to look for a point at which I can observe the road safely.
Okay. Shirley, roll first aid one more time. This will be the last time you can attempt it.
Oh, 44.
Okay. So he is stabilized. He'll be able to be moved, but he won't be able to be healed right now.
Right.
For anymore. The other two of you, can you roll dexterity for me? Brian, could you roll fieldcraft?
Pass.
Fail.
Okay. The two of you are running, catching up, but you can't quite see him again. You do see Brian kind of... I'm sorry, Brian, did you make it?
I did.
He kind of slows down to a trot instead of a full run and starts looking around and then heads towards a tree and holsters his gun loosely and then starts to climb. Roll. Do you have climb for or roll? Or do you have climb? Can you roll it? There we go. Those are the words.
I'm not trained in it.
Go ahead and roll it anyway. Worst case, you'll just fall to your death.
You just really have to kill one of us tonight.
Yeah, nah.
I failed my climb.
Okay, by a lot.
56 over 40.
That's
which
not
is
terrible.
base.
So you do get up a little bit. It just doesn't go as quickly as it could. The other two of you guys, do you slow down or you want to keep running as quickly?
Slow down.
Keep running.
Okay. So Carlos, you slow down a little bit, kind of to a trot. Baron, you get up there pretty quick. Are you going to the tree or are you going after the guy?
I'm going after the guy.
Okay. So you realize that you are getting close to the road. Are you going to head out there onto the road?
Yes, because he's slowing down. I shot him in the leg, so I want to go get him before he can get to anybody else.
It's likely that he's going to still make it there first.
And if he's at the road, your character might think that he's already made it to whoever he's making it to.
It's also possible.
All right, then we'll go to the tree then.
To the tree? Okay. So you guys, Brian, you do finish climbing up the tree. Are you following up the tree, Baron? You don't have to roll.
I would probably make a hand signal to just kind of stay.
Okay.
All right.
Whether the lieutenant does that.
Yeah.
I'll be at the base of the tree and guard the tree.
Okay. Carlos, what are you doing?
Spreading out so there's a crossfire.
Okay. You guys, Brian, you get to the kind of the top of the tree, and look out. It's blocked a little bit. You count 2 troop trucks. You can't tell how many people are in it. They're covered. Kubelwagen, 2 half tracks, and then there's probably 15 men kind of spread out around watching the forest. There are 2 bikes that have been kickstand or that are sitting with no one on them. And then there are men moving around and talking. There does seem to be one man that's in charge. You don't recognize. Roll military doctrine. Wait a minute. We might as well use the skills you have, right?
I don't have military doctrine.
You should have, even if it's the base, just roll it.
37 over 5.
You can pick out the leader. You just don't know his rank. It doesn't.
Right.
It's not familiar to you.
I rolled two. I rolled 2 10s dice, so I guess I don't know what I got.
You really don't know his rank. Yeah, you can pick out the leader, but you don't know his rank. Obviously, he's commanding people around. He is wearing a patch with the Nazi symbol, the Nazi swastika on it, or an armband, not a patch. And his hat, kind of on the top, has that paw with the eye in it, kind of on it. And he is in full dress uniform instead of just fatigues or whatever. I guess they wouldn't be fatigues; they would just be officer uniforms or soldier uniforms.
Two troop transports, a Kubelwagen, and
A half track front and back.
2 half tracks.
It's also possible that there may be another couple of bikes that you can't see because they're just positioned behind something, but that's what you're seeing right now. They are all stopped, but everybody's pretty alert.
So, assuming that the 5 that we killed came from somewhere else,
Sure.
how many men roughly does that represent? 30, 100, 10?
Yeah, that's a fair question. So you're looking at 40 people, give or take. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more.
And what are they doing right now?
Standing at attention, or standing alert, watching the woods.
And I would assume that injured man has made it to them by now?
No. I mean, you don't see them, so they would be moved. There would be more movement if someone had come out of the woods yet.
Would I expect that he had made it out of the woods yet? Or?
He was hit in the leg. He might have slowed down quite a bit.
So I'm saying you said it was 30 yards from the road.
Yeah, I was
Where,
giving.
how far up them?
I'm really giving you time to observe it and ask questions before he's going to burst out. So he hasn't made it quite yet, but you've been up the tree for like 2 seconds now. So
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm accurate as to.
yeah,
So I'm 30 yards from them.
from the edge of them. Yeah.
Okay, so they're not like way up the road or anything.
No,
they're right there.
They're kind of right there. Yeah.
All right. Do I see Carlos and the lieutenant?
You're aware the lieutenant's at the base of your tree. You would assume that Carlos probably wasn't too far behind her. You were already up the tree before he got there, or up most of the way up the tree.
I'm going to make kind of a hand signal at the lieutenant, trying to direct him to head away, and then I'm going to scramble down the tree.
Roll climb for me.
Uh, 49 over 40.
That's fine. You have to take your time a couple of times. You slip a little bit. You don't make a lot of noise. Lieutenant, you see him moving, like motioning for you to move away. What do you do?
I watch him come down the tree, and then I back up, and then we wait for him to come out and step back a little bit quietly.
Okay. Are you joining them, Carlos, or are you keeping an eye out?
Do they want me to come over? Yeah, I'll go over there.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess once I get down, I'm going to, seeing Carlos there, Carlos, at least one of the members of the Nachtwolf is out there, but we're outnumbered at least
5 to 1.
At least 6 to 1.
That's not good.
I suggest a hasty retreat.
I agree.
I agree.
So I'll head back towards where we left them.
As you say hasty retreat, you hear from the road, Achtung! And then what in German you understand, and it's pretty clear. Into the woods, find them.
So, yeah, run away.
Okay. Roll Dex times 4 for me.
I get a 3.
Like 3? Like 0-3?
0-3.
All right.
81.
19.
Okay, so you help the lieutenant out as you guys are running through the forest. You can hear some foot, like the soldiers crashing into the woods. Thankfully, it's too thick in here for them to really drive anything in here. Even the motorcycles are going to get pretty torn up. You guys head back to camp. There, the 3 soldiers see you coming and kind of get the idea and start grabbing stuff. Who's carrying William? He's still unconscious.
I ordered
What's
the
your
two.
size?
William.
10.
Okay, not huge.
I'm going to order 2 of the soldiers, my squad, to carry him while we head out.
The one of the bigger guys that is bulky kind of slings him over his shoulder. Slings his rifle, slings him over his shoulder, and pulls his pistol, and then starts like hoofing behind you.
Okay.
Real quick, I'm going to jam the knife into the eyes of the 2 giants and then strip the discs off of the
You want to take
other
the
guy.
disc and the pack because it is attached to a backpack.
Can I pull it off real quick? And or does it look heavy?
You can. You're not going to be able to wear it just because you'll have to cut the leather straps that are holding it.
Yeah.
You can pull it
Just
off.
want to grab it for intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to grab the giant guns or one of the giant guns?
I've got this stuff. If someone else wants to, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, does someone else want to grab a giant gun? William?
How much is William going to slow?
A lot. I mean, you're going to go up probably half of what you probably could.
I've got a strength
And
of 12.
we're
Could I
being-
carry?
You can carry the gun, yes.
Yeah.
We're going to be hunted by 5 to 1.
I wouldn't expect all 40 of them to get into the woods, but I would expect 20 of them, 25. So you're looking at 2 or 3 to 1 easily.
If we're going to outrun them, we can't bring the professor.
He's not a soldier like the other one. He hasn't made the same choice.
But we're going to make the choice of either all of us die or fall into the hands of the Germans.
We should split up. Some of us stay with the professor and protect him, and the rest go ahead with the intelligence that we've gathered.
All right, well, so I will stay with the professor.
I'm a good shot as well.
Who's going to take the information?
I think that, so you're staying with the professor and one of my soldiers, and Evie's going to stay with you guys. Then the other soldiers, because we have 3 other ones.
I would hand off the gun to someone.
Yeah.
Your pistol?
No,
Oh.
the
Oh,
thing
the big
from
gun.
the, yeah.
So what I would suggest is just you have 2 occult experts. One of them is unconscious. The other one is Evelyn. Both of them staying behind is not going to get all of the information. Like that I'm suggesting that Evelyn should go. That would make the most sense strategic-wise. Whoever has the camera that camera needs to go with that group that's going. So keep that in mind as well as any of the papers that have not been burned, Rob.
Oh, none of them have. I hadn't got a chance yet because
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, no,
Ish.
I was gonna hand off my backpack to whoever was.
Okay. I'm just saying, I like as good of a shot as Evelyn is. I don't doubt that. It's that she understands what she saw. It'd be like asking the soldiers. One, there were only 3 of you in the room. The soldiers didn't understand any of that. It could have been physics or anatomy or calculus. They wouldn't have mattered to them. That doesn't make sense. So,
Right, so
Evelyn probably needs to go, or at least Phil, your character understands some of the occult stuff. You could go, but both of you shouldn't stay.
Evelyn, with those of us that went into that room, we should not both stay here.
Well, I don't think anyone's
Do
going
you
to
want
stay
to draw
here.
straws?
It's a military
I mean,
mission.
I was placed in charge of security, so I'm going to and I'm stating this in character, I was placed in charge of security, so I'm going to order you to take this back.
Fine, if that's what I have to do.
So then I'll hand you the backpack.
Yes. And I'll hand off the gun.
You're going, so you should take the gun.
Okay.
Yeah. So who's staying with William?
The soldier, the bulky soldier, Phil,
Okay.
Blake. Is the other soldier going to stay as well?
Yeah, we'll keep the other soldier.
There's 3 of them, so...
So one soldier will come with us. So there's going to be four going, and then William...
Three in a body staying.
3 in a body staying.
Is any of them trained with automatic weapons?
They're all trained with automatic weapons. They're not great with them, but they're trained with them.
I'll ask the one of the soldiers leaving behind if he wants the Browning automatic rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll take it. He hands you... Do you have a rifle?
Yeah, but I'm not very good with it, so
Okay.
I'll probably just use a pistol.
Okay. He offers you his rifle, but if you have one, yeah. Okay. So you guys split. Well, this is fun. Maybe we won't have to worry about recording schedules. The 4 of you running. You guys run. I mean, run. Carlos, it does start to take a toll on you. Your body starts to ache from all of the places that you're burned.
My constitution's not terrible. It's my strength that's bad.
Oh no, I know. I'm
Okay.
just it's for flavor.
Yeah.
That's really all it's about. Evelyn, this is probably the most you've ever run. It honestly is. The soldiers seem to be doing pretty good. Like they're booking it. You end up taking cover a few times. Some soldiers almost catch you. You make your way to Switzerland, to a small town there. From there, or you make it across the border into Switzerland. From there, you kind of head out and up through France. And once you're in France, you make a run for the nearest port town and head out. You guys get home pretty safe. The other 4 of you, we will find out what happens to you on the next episode of There Are 4 Lights. God bless. Holy
You
cow.
just gonna do all of them?
Yeah, I'm really, really bad at this. So we'll find out what happens next time on Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Have a great night.
And that will do it for us tonight on the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Remember, you can email us at nerdsdomain@gmail.com or find us on facebook.com/nerdsdomain, on Twitter @nerdsdomain, or over at our site, nerdsdom.com. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter while you're there. You can head over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. We want to thank Josh Schock for our music. Don't forget, you can support us at patreon.com/nerdsdomain. And check out our shirts at slashloot.com.